Namaste, Jai Bharat. There are all kinds of strange characters in our world, and some of them are very, very interestingly strange. We are in a situation of war, and there are so many uh, jargon mongers, cliche creators, so called intellectuals who have zero intellect, who would speak about enigmatic things which none understands. Such professors, some idiot students used to think that if they don't understand what this fellow speaks in the classroom, they want. Some people tend to think that this man is great mind because I don't understand anything that he speaks. So serious, so deep. Such people are also there. Such people are also there. Maybe because they're ideologically blinded or bent towards some kind of funny thought system or normal negative system, iconoclastic tendencies of people. With all these things, there are some such intellectuals. I don't know, these poor fellows are genuinely convinced that they have intellect. That's their question, their problem, and those who are in contact with them, for them, it's easy to suffer. So these intellectuals make statements, and they speak of humanism. And humanism, mostly, all of them speak of humanism in a very selective manner. Because humanism only for some, and for some, of course, it's not humanism. For of people of their choice, it's humanistic attitude they take, and people whom they don't select for humanism, their cases shall be different. So this will also make a kind of selection, and so their reactions are very selective. And these people, of course, come out to say that war is no solution. Of course, war is not solution. War is not an answer to everything. Of course, war is not an answer to everything, but war is an answer to certain things, and there is no other way. This should be avoided. People should love peace. Of course, people should love peace. And who speaks? Who preaches this? The people, those who create terrorism world over. They send their people to kill innocents. Talk about 9/11. Think about 9/11. Think about many such incidents all over the world. Look at the Hamas. They are peaceful people. They won't kill innocent Israelis, innocent Jews who were in festive mood and celebrating. You just charged into them and they just killed for nothing, and they don't realize what's happening. This kind of people are very peaceful. Now you have the cheek to speak for such people who have committed such crime. Not only for such people who have committed those crimes, but for people who have supported or abetted this kind of things. They have facilitators of terrorism, and these facilitators are very funny. They live in all kinds of luxury and sit in their armchairs somewhere far away from all these troubled areas. And of course, our Jewish brothers have done it very good. They go to the house and destroyed the kingpins who created this. That's the way one should react to. These idiots, brainless people will listen to the slogans of these people, these so-called leaders, and the leaders themselves will never go to battle. They'll sit at home under all kinds of luxury and enjoy their life, and send these people to go and die. And when those people get eliminated, that's a right thing to be done. And of course, the whole world should thank the Jews for doing this. The whole world should thank. They are the only mentors of peace in the world, I am telling. They are the only people who are mentors of peace. But there are these intellectuals who will start talking about that wars are not to be done, this and that thing. Big talks. Again, I remember Shakespeare, much ado about nothing. Much ado about nothing. These do, they make, because they have nothing to lose. They are professional talkers, they are professional intellectuals, they are professional jargon mongers, they are professional cliche hunters. Now these people, now let's talk about the Hindus. It is in the Hindu Dharma that we celebrate wars. We don't go for wars. We are fundamentally, basically, people who love to be in peace, who are coexisting with the multiple and plural. This is our epistemology. But when it comes to war, we celebrate war. You look at all the Hindu festivals. Each festival is a celebration of a war victory, because for the Hindus, war is always good against evil. Dharma versus adharma. Mahabharata war was dharma yuddha, it is called. It's a war for evil, war for dharma. So our battles are for dharma, the winning over of truth and righteousness over evil and destructive negative forces and thoughts that destroys human existence, they destroys civilized existence. So Hindus do celebrate war. Don't tell us not to celebrate war. Don't come and make blatant statements that wars will solve nothing. Wars will solve everything for us. Because we fight only dharma yuddhas. We fight only righteous battles. And the win of righteousness, win of dharma or adharma, we celebrate. And we are bound to celebrate. We had been celebrating for tens of thousands of years, and we will continue to celebrate. We will continue to celebrate. We had been celebrating for tens and thousands of years. What is Deepavali? What is Ramnavami? What is any kind of Dasara? All are Hindu festivals. The Hindus celebrate war. Hindus celebrate winning of the war, and we sacrifice when it's needed for the war. We celebrate. We do celebrate. And look at our deities. We don't have that kind of a concept what you find in Semitic tradition. We have a concept of deities. In place of your one God question, we have one ultimate reality which we don't call as God. And that ultimate reality is a reality we call it as it, not he, not she. It, tat we call in Sanskrit. And of course, we can't understand that. We can't understand the ultimately real with our common sense perception, because we understand things through qualities for objects present in front of us. And this ultimate reality, which is the only ultimate reality, is beyond the qualities. Once you say it's beyond, once you understand it as beyond having qualities, because qualities will reduce it, beyond having qualities, beyond having rupa, that is shape, beyond having this whatever you conceive of, then it is impossible for you to comprehend it in the manner that you understand things objectively. But then there is a way of understanding it through the methods of yoga. That's a different story. So we believe in one ultimate reality. That's a different thing. That's one ultimate reality. You call it as any names, you have no problem. You call it as Jehovah, we are comfortable. You call it as Jehovah, we say it's ultimate reality, because Rigveda teaches us Egam Sat, there is only one truth. Now, we celebrate victory. Look at our deities. Each deity in Hindu tradition carries weapon. There is no deity in the Sanatana tradition who does not carry a weapon. Why should he carry a weapon? You don't have gods carrying weapons all around the world. But we have weapon carrying gods only. We have weapons carrying gods only. Most destructive kind of weapons. The weapons which you understand as nuclear weapons as is today, or whatever kind of highly technical modernized bombs or whatever, missiles or projectiles or laser beams, all those things were there with our deities. Each of our deity has got specific weapon. They're expertised in one or the other kinds of weapons. So we do, our deities, our gods, goddesses, we call them god and goddesses in small g, not in capital G. Always remember that the gods, goddesses do carry weapons, not for fun. Certainly not for fun. Against evil, we will use it. And then when we win a battle, we celebrate. So Hindus celebrate battles. Don't teach us that war is no solution. Don't teach us that be peaceful. We are wholesale distributors of peace for the entire world. Don't come and sell needle to a blacksmith's house. We know how to do things. Please don't do it. So we celebrate wars. We had been celebrating. We'll continue to celebrate. I'm just talking this in context of war. War is not something alien to us. We don't want to fight this. That's a different thing. We really don't want to fight. But then when it is dharma versus adharma, then we are in it and we celebrate it. We shall meet again. Think that Hindus do celebrate wars. Think that Hindu deities do carry weapons of destruction. Think all these things, put them together. Then look at the Hindus who are basically peaceful. And would like to remain peaceful. We shall meet again with some other thoughts. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.